Good morning, Shandanu. Okay. See, after going through various ranks of all the three armed forces, now a small point left back of each of these armed forces that we will see. Good morning, Piyush. Good morning, everyone. So that we will consider, and that's what already we know this particular part called the commands. And good morning, Chaitanya. But still, how this particular command is being divided into small and small and small and small and then smaller and the smallest group of people or trained people or soldiers. So that kind of hierarchy we will consider right from a command, and the same for air force as well. So that is what you can consider the uh, you do have remained for all the three armed forces. So already we have gone through this particular point. Altogether, there are seven different commands, right from eastern, western, central, northern, southern, southwestern, and the last one is the training command. And obviously, here in eighth one, you can see third one, which is headquarter situated at New Delhi. So these eight different places are nothing but the structure of Indian Army. So already we have gone through this one, or we have considered this particular part. Now our approach is to know the further distribution of this particular individual. So let's go to each of these, or to know what exactly you do have in each of these commands. So obviously commands, the very first thing you will come across is nothing but the cops. After it, you do have a division. First, I'm just putting you the words, and then we will know what exactly each of these is. So corps, division, brigade, battalion, company, battery, platoon, and the last part is called section. So altogether, you do have these eight different sections or eight different bifurcations. So hierarchically, you can place this at highest. Obviously, greater than this, there could be command, and the smallest one is the section. So in this direction, if you go, so obviously we'll be uh, enhancing the strength of each of these particular group, right from corps to section, or you can consider section, platoon, battery, company, battalion, brigade, division, and corps. So now your task is to know what exactly each of these. There are different things which are always associated to each of these groups. How many people will be there? If it is related to air force, then how many aircrafts would be there? How many helicopters would be there? Then how many trained people would be there? Who will be commanding this particular group? So at each of these levels, each of these levels would be commanded by a different commanding officer. And now you will again understand how, right from lieutenant to general, flying officer to air chief marshal, and then sub lieutenant to admiral is playing a role. And then again further, the uh, JCOs, right from naib subedar to subedar major, petty officer to the chief petty officer of first class, right? And same equivalent in the air force as well. So that is what you will be knowing. And Now you can understand, knowing prior to this about the ranks was how much important. Purposefully, I had kept back this particular point so that you should not have any kind of confusion for considering different levels, and then altogether how each of these level is playing a great role in making the corps, and then ultimately you can consider the complete structure of Indian armed forces. So as far as command is concerned, you do have uh, 6 operational commands and 1 training command. This is already we have considered. Fine, 6 operational commands and 1 training command. So 4 commands for 4 directions. Fifth one is central, and uh, sixth one is southwestern command, and obviously the last one, that is the 7th one, is training command, which is at Shimla. And then today one more symbol you could have there. In fact, that was the logo of each of these command or insignia you can consider. That is about the headquarter, right? So now each of these command is being headed by a general officer commanding in chief, GOC in C. G stands for general, O stands for officer, and C stands for commanding in chief. So GOC in chief. In fact, this is for most of the groups. This is being used, and that is the common thing. Or you can consider commanding officer, right? As you go down, so therein you will be finding out the commanding officer, since it is a largest group. So you can have here GOC in G, GOC in C. So general commanding officer in chief, which is mostly known as army commander, and who is always one of the senior most officers, and that to be of rank called lieutenant general, which is the second most rank after general. Fine. So that is we now know the importance of these particular ranks. Fine. So each of these command is shortly, I can say, headed by lieutenant general. Next comes to the corps. So as far as a command is concerned, or any of the command is concerned, it usually consists 2 or more corps. So no command is there which is consisting less than 2 corps, which is considering less than 2 corps. Now, how much many corps would be there? You have, say, no as such certain limit for towards upper side, but still you need to restrict yourself. Otherwise, what will happen? You will not have a great control over each of these groups, and that will be uh, a point of concern. So as far as army is concerned, we do have 14 corps, and each of these corps is being commanded by a general officer commanding, which is known as the corps commander. So you can see army commander, GOC in C, here only GOC, and as I said, it becomes the commanding officer, CO, as you go down further. So army commander, and now you do have here corps commander. Army commander is of lieutenant general rank. Again, herein it is lieutenant general rank. Only the difference is that here you can consider the senior most, and most probably this senior most officer would be the greatest contestant for the position of general. So that is difference between this lieutenant general and this lieutenant general. Fine. Obviously, the difference between these two is simply of experience, right? Nothing else. So qualification and all other things. Qualification, the further trainings you can consider. Fine. So they are same. Only thing is that here it is considered as seniority wise, and obviously subsidiary or the second to this one would be heading the corps. Fine. So here point to be noticed, two or more commands, two or more corps would be forming a command, and we do have right now 14 commands. So each of these command is sorry, we do have 14 corps. So each of these corps is being commanded by a corps commander of rank lieutenant general. Further, if you see, each of this corps is composed of 3 or 4 divisions. I hope you are getting that. Now we are going to small and smaller part. So command, corps, and now here you come across divisions. So how many divisions will be forming a corps, and how many corps are forming a command? So two or more corps are forming command. 3 or 4 divisions are forming a corps. So next one is about a division. But prior to that, there are some other aspects which we can consider. So there are 3 types of uh, say corps in the army, right? Such as strike corps, holding corps, and mixed corps. Now, what do you should understand by these 3 words? Right? So, in order to know or in order to understand the meaning of each of these 3 groups, though it is heavy at this level, but since you have come across these things, I will just introduce you with these the task of or the functions of each of these. So strike, simply you can go with the meaning of the strike. That means what? At the front line, right? Holding, obviously next to this one, right? Next to this one, and later on there would be the mixed one. Again, you can consider one example. uh, I'm not exactly remembering the character, uh, but I can tell you this scene that in LOC Kargil, uh, there had been Sanjay Dutt's corps or a division, right, which is being get tired, and then it is being there was a thought that it would be replaced if you could not get within 2 or 3 days the task assigned to you. Right. So that means what? You can always understand the role of each of this particular section or group, I may say. So strike, holding, and mixed. So these are the 3 types of corps as far as Indian Army is concerned. Now the corps headquarters is nothing but the highest field formation as far as army is concerned. Again, you must have heard that, or you must have seen that uh, in different places you could have come across the headquarters of these things. So as far as field formation is concerned, you will be always having this particular point at highest, right? So the corps headquarters is the highest field formation in the army. Now next to the corps, you will come across the division. So each of division is headed by GOC, which is also known as division commander. It is very simple that you can consider the commander and then name of that particular group. Whether if it is division, then it becomes division commander. If it is corps, then it becomes corps commander. If it is say mm, command, then it becomes the commands, or you can simply consider army commander. Right? So each division is headed by a GOC, commanding uh, office, what you can consider general in commanding, general of commanding officer, right? A general commanding officer, or you can consider simply division commander in the rank of major general. Now I think you can consider this word of general will get now removed, because this is the last rank as far as general is concerned. Fine. So that is what you can consider the uh, point related to the highest ranks in the form of general. Fine. Now, usually a division consists of 3 to 4 brigades. Usually division consists of 3 to 4 brigades. Technically, I don't want you to go or to remember these numbers. How many divisions will be forming a corps? How many corps will be there in a command, or altogether in the complete structure of army? Right? That would be the accepted question. That 14 corps are there. Right? If you could know it, fine. If you could not know, you should not worry about it, because as I said, this is only for you making aware about the structure. So structurally how it works, since you know now everything, right? You know the part which is being participated, or which is being an important or the essential element of each of these, that already we have considered. Altogether we have considered the aim, motives, or the purpose for each of these. Then if we know all the things, then why we should not know the groups? But at the same time, while knowing groups, don't be panic with these numbers, because I know it is difficult. But if you could go through it a number of times repeatedly, then usually you will be remembering these particular groups. But still, if anybody could not know, or if you could not remember these numbers, then you should not worry about these things. This is only for the sake of uh, making you aware about the grouping and then its command, right? Or commanding the same. Currently, as far as army is concerned, we do have 14 divisions. So these 14 divisions get further divided into different tasks or functions, and one of them I have just for the purpose of knowing it, or as an example put here, that it among these 40 divisions there are 4 rapids. So what this rapid stands for? So rapid stands for Reorganized Army Planes Infantry Division. Now further you do have infantry and so kinds of parts. So there are 18 infantry divisions, 12 mountain divisions, 3 armored divisions. Any of the armored division which you know and which is very close to you? Anybody? Nobody knows? Armored division?
Don't know, sir.
Okay. How many of you are from Ahmednagar district?
I am sir.
Is there
Sir,
anyone?
I
Yes, sir, there
yes
is.
sir.
Your name?
Atharo.
Athar?
Sure, okay.
Okay. Exactly from what place you are?
Savedi.
Oh, you are in the heart of the city, right? So you should know
Yes.
this particular thing. While you entering into the city, there are big hoardings that are telling you about the bravery, then the glamour, right? So if you are entering from the Chandni Chowk, or if you are entering from the bypass coming from Shirdi, so at both these places, right? Even if you are going from Aurangabad, then again there you will be finding out big hoardings containing the words armored corps welcoming you to historical place.
Yes, sir.
Right. Again, there is one more board or holding that is about AEC, that is Army Education Corps. So not only armored division or armored corps, but also the education. Right. So you do have this particular on 26th of January. There is a big show about the tanks. So you do have a KK range, right? And this is not only for Athar, I think this is for everyone. If anybody wish to go there, right? Anytime you can go there purposefully if you want to see how exactly these tanks are firing, right? So it's a kind of mini battle, though it is a practice or exercise, but still most of the things are happening in reality. So as far as KK range is concerned, huge range. You may uh, you might be knowing about it, or you may go there and see these particular things. So on 26th of January of each of year, right? I think nowadays they are also planning. Rather, it had started. I think I'm talking what about it when I had been there in 2010, 11, right? So later on, I think nowadays it is on maybe on Army Day. It is on 15th of January. Right? If anybody wants to go and see or experience at your own these things, you can go there. Why I'm saying this is the most nearest and unique across the India. There are only three such places, right? So you do have one in our state, right? So armored divisions, artillery divisions. Again, you must have heard something about Bofors. So Bofors is a one of the integrated part of artillery division. So as far as this one is concerned, you will be again coming across different sections or different groups. So 40 divisions having 4 rapids, 18 infantry divisions, 12 mountain divisions, 3 armored divisions, 3 artillery divisions. Okay, I think how much these becomes 18, 30, 30, and 33, 36, and these 4, 40. Right. So this is what you do have as far as division is concerned. So who is uh, commanding division? Major General. Now you can predict, or you can start predicting how many number of major generals will be there, how many number of lieutenant generals will be there. Fine. Though we will be not at exact number, but we can reach uh, at least the minimum amount of required, right? So again, uh, that is what you can inculcate. So this kind of statistic you can also develop at your own. Got it? So division. Later on, you will come to smallest part of that particular division. That is what brigade, but itself is not a small, right? So any of the brigade generally consists of 3,000 combat troops with some supporting elements. Shantanu, you have written there brigadier, but I could not got it. What exactly you wanted to convey? Anyway, so then now if you come across brigade, which is consisting of 3,000 combat troops with some supporting elements. So as far as infantry brigade is concerned, you will be having 3 infantry battalions in each of the brigade or infantry brigade is concerned. So along with various support elements, what these support elements or what these supporting elements you can consider. So you can consider, okay, that's fine, great. I think Ayush has written it. So a yes, Pururva, thank you for your responses. Okay. So what these supporting elements? So here you can consider the part which is related to artillery, right? So including the different kinds of guns, different kinds of tanks, right? So everything, that's what supporting element you will be considering, right? So even right from a compass to aeroplane, fighter plane, you will be considering everything in this supporting elements, even logistics as well, fine. So you know, many a times how the bridges are being constructed, right? In fact, they are already constructed, right? The bridges are nothing but the vehicles. So sometimes in a place wherein very easily your tank cannot move, so at that particular place you can use such kinds of vehicles, and over which then it acts like a bridge, and then uh, that particular place get passed by the tanks. I think you might have been seen these particular things. If anyone have carefully seen the whole parade on Republic Day, or on say the Independence Day at Rajpath. So wherein you could have come across these developments. Right? If not, these are available on YouTube. You can go at your own time and visit these particular things. As far as commander of brigadier is concerned, already Atharva Pururva uh, responded for this one. Right. So each of the brigade is commanded by a brigade commander, who is of the rank of brigadier, and that's what uh, a star rank. Fine, 1 star rank. In addition to the brigades in various army divisions, the Indian Army is also having uh, independent armored brigades. So how many? There are five. 15 independent artillery brigades, 7 independent infantry brigades, 1 independent parachute brigade, 3 independent air defense brigades, 2 independent air defense groups, and 4 independent engineer brigades. Right? Forget about these 4 in independent. You just consider engineer brigade, air defense group and brigade, parachute brigade, armored brigade, artillery brigade, and infantry brigade. So what the brigade in any of the division is there. So as far as division is concerned, now you can have brigade along with these things. Fine. So artillery, infantry, armored, parachute, air defense, and engineer. So all these are forming your division. Fine. So these independent brigades always operate directly under the corps commander. So why they are called independent? Because there is direct control of the corps. Fine. No doubt, brigadier is responsible for carrying out day-to-day activities of these particular brigades, or the tactical activities. Strategic improvements or strategic developments, strategic decision making would be directly under corps commander. Fine. So this is what the connection you do have, and that's why they are considered independent. No doubt, at that particular place, or the immediate commander is nothing but the brigadier. Now, you can come across battalion, and those who had been to NCC, they might be knowing about this particular word. Some of you must have visited any of these battalions. Fine. So each of battalion consists of 4 rifle companies. Each of these battalion is commanded by battalion commander, who is of the rank of colonel, and will be will be termed as the main fighting unit as far as infantry is concerned. Right. So again, I will give you the same example, but now at the same time, or in a same view, or in a single view, you have to consider all the POPs or all the battalions in LOC Kargil, right? So you can try to remember, right? Raj Babbar is heading one thing, Amitabh Bachchan is heading one thing, right? Sanjay Dutt is heading one thing, fine. So I forgot the commander of Manoj Pandey, right? Commander of uh, the role played by Ajay Devgan, right? So he is also heading a one thing. So all these are nothing but the battalions you do have, fine. So you can consider the main fighting unit, and this is very important. You should not forget this particular point. So as far as infantry's main fighting unit is concerned, then you should directly go to the battalion, and that will tell you about its direct contribution in any of the situations, right? So as far as war or the fighting situation is concerned, this will be the very first one who is facing all these things at very first moment. So every infantry battalion possesses one Ghatak platoon. Again, it's a part of commandos. No doubt you will be going through these things, right? But what I'm saying, Ghatak platoon contained by each of the battalion. So whenever your battalion is marching, so very first who is going there? So your Ghatak platoon is going there. So what is the task of this Ghatak platoon, right? So many a times there are ambitions, right? And if you consider different kinds of mines would have been there. So searching about these minings or these mines, again informing to your battalion about the strength or number of enemies, what they contain, how many tanks are there, what kinds of guns they are having, right? Or what kind of warfare equipments are there, right? Again, I will tell you one example of this one. If you have gone through or if you have seen the movie called Border, fine. At right now, whatever I'm remembering, right? Again, I think at one of the places in LOC Kargil, you could have consider the character of Captain Anuj Nair, right? I think Saif Ali Khan, right? So he is going there and then informing the battalion, right? And one more thing I will tell you, Akshay Khanna is also playing that particular character, and he is saying at that time there is a dialogue. He is saying, Ranja to base, right? And then obviously the response from the base, and then base says that Ranja, your message received, right? And then Ranja comes in, sir, मेरी हीर को भेज दीजिए, right? So if you could correlate these things, that will make you enable to deepen your understanding related to each of these things. So that's what you can have as far as Ghatak is concerned. And basically they are commandos. They are commandos. In the separate session of commandos, you will consider in detail about the Ghatak, but at this moment, I just make you understand what kind of role they are having, right? Though they are the integrated part of each of these battalion, but still their functioning is different. That doesn't mean that they have only this function. No, they have to function as a front runners or the frontliners, and then further they have to contribute as much as possible, right, along with other bodies. Now you can consider company, so which consists of three platoons, and each of these companies being headed by a company commander who is in the rank of major or lieutenant colonel, right? Usually it is major. Usually it is major, but sometimes it can be lieutenant colonel. Fine. So then you will come across a battery. So what do you mean by battery? Battery comprises 3 or 4 sections, that to be in the artillery and in air defense units. So this is specifically for section of artillery and or the group of artillery and defense units, yeah, air defense units. That's what the battery is. Usually, you will not have company and then subsequently battery. No, you after company you will be going to the platoons. Fine. So this is added information you do have as far as artillery and the air defense units are concerned. So every battery is having 2 officers, the senior of which is the commander of this particular battery. Then you will come across platoon, which is composed of 3 sections and commanded by a platoon commander having a rank of JCOs. Now, so what ranks in JCOs you do have? Naib Subedar, Subedar, and Subedar Major. Right. So either of these 3 you will be having. Mostly Subedar will be commanding this particular point because Subedar Major is always associating with the say section commander. Right, that is with the lieutenant and captain. Right, he is in very close with that, and he is the mediator in between these 2. Right, this one and the higher officials. So the smallest military outfit or the smallest group, that is called section. So which is having a strength of 10 personnel, in fact 11 you can consider. So 10th plus 1 is the gunman. Right, usually 11th one is the gunman. JCO stands for Ayush junior commanding officer. Junior commanding officer. So we have considered 3 ranks in each of the armed forces which are acting as junior commanding officers. Got it? So section, the smallest military outfit with a strength of 10 personnel. Now it is commanded by a section commander of the rank of Havaldar. So see, each of these group is having its own commander and how this is being divided into ranks. Right. Obviously, again, I will tell you that each company is containing captains and lieutenant. Fine. Then as far as your Ghatak is concerned, there you will be always finding out your captain and lieutenant. Right, no doubt others will be there. Fine. So now you can understand the importance of each of these trained people. So till yesterday, you were just wondering what kind of facilities they would be having, what kind of pay scales would be there, what kind of promotions would be there, right? But now you can understand their roles and their importance, right? So all of suddenly now you would start feeling uh, the other points which are really important than whatever till yesterday you have considered. Fine. And that is nothing but the responsibility, that is nothing but the contribution, uh, that is nothing but the supporting role played by every one of these. So you do have section, platoon, battery, company, brigade, division, corps, and command. Right. So this is what you do have as far as Indian Army is concerned. Okay, at this moment, any of the queries or questions related to this one?
No, sir.
Okay, Ayush, Rishikesh, Ari, Abhishek, Ashutosh, Athar, Chaitanya, Jaideep, Jatin, Pururva, Piyush, Rohit, Ritesh, Aditya, Darshan, Sai, Ajinkya, Kuntal, Nakul, Prajwal, Pankaj, Prajot, Shantanu. Nobody has nothing, right?
No, sir.
Okay, so let's go to the next one. And now it is about Indian Air Force. So as like we have considered the altogether these groups for army, likewise we can consider here. So very first you will come across wings. Now you can try to consider their equivalent. Yes, exactly, Shantanu. Then what I said something else. As far as I remember, I said the same thing, right? Just yours. Probably I might have said commanding, right? Instead of commissioned. So yes, it is true that junior commission officer. Fine. Wings, stations, squadrons and units, flights, sections, flying branches. So these are the six important groups you do have. And further, this flying branch is related to the flying. Technical branch is again important because it is completely related to the equipments, completely related to the vehicles. Right. That doesn't mean that army doesn't need these things. Obviously, army it requires. In fact, all the three services or all the three armed forces require these things. Right. That is technical branch and ground branch. Right. Wherein you will be coming across logistics, administration, accounts, education, medical and dental, and meteorological. So how much important this meteorological is. Fine. So takeoff and landing completely depends on the green signals by these, which are called meteorological. Fine. So wings, stations, squadrons, flights, sections, flying branches, flying branch, technical branch, and ground branches. So you do have altogether these three branches broadly: flying branch, technical branch, and ground branch. So as far as flying branch is concerned, it is related to the flying. Technical branch is related to engineering, and in ground branch you do have these six different further sections: logistic, administration, accounts, education, medical and dental, and the last one is meteorological. So let's go to the first one, wings. So it is a formation which is intermediate between command and a squadron. So herein you can consider squadrons and units or stations, and here you do have the commands. So this is intermediate between these two. Fine. Generally it consists of two or three squadrons and some of the helicopter units along with a forward base support units, FBSUs. So how many? Two or three squadrons in each of the wing along with some of the helicopter units. And no doubt for keeping these squadrons, or let's say the jets or helicopters, you will be always requiring a base which is called forward base support. These FBSUs do not have or host any squadrons or helicopters, but they act as transit year basis for routine operations. What you should understand from this, right? Not holding and then acting as a transit year base means what? See, these are the two different responsibilities. Having squadrons or a group of helicopter, right, or the unit of helicopters is one responsibility, and having the forward base or a base is another responsibility. So base is not having any kind of business with taking care of these. Fine. And this is, they are never concerned about the base. Obviously they are working all together, but these are the two responsibilities what you should understand at this particular moment. As far as routine operations are concerned, both are really important, right? So FUs do not have or host any kind of squadrons. That means what? There might be so many FPVs. There might be so many FPVs, but every day you will not be finding out the helicopters or the fighter planes at that particular FPVs, FBSUs. Fine. So it depends on, if there is a possibility of war, then you would be having the planes or helicopters deployed on that particular air base, right? What I mean, it means the air bases can be, particularly these FBSUs, can be without the squadrons or the helicopter units, right? In simple, fine. So that is what you do have. In times of war, they can become fully fledged air bases and playing host to various squads. Fine. So that's what you do have. It is like a cricket stadium. Cricket stadium is there, but not every international match is being played on every stadium, right? So that's what you do consider the rotation, right? And as per the rotation, you will be having a match at Pune, match at Nagpur, right? Match at Kanpur, match at Delhi, at Ahmedabad, right? So likewise, fine. So the same kind of thing you can consider as far as these bases are concerned. Now, all about, there are 47 wings and 19 forward base support units, right? Which are forming or which are making Indian Air Force. So basically, these wings are commanded by Air Commodore, fine. And there are some of the squadrons which are assigned to each of these wings. So this is what you do have in the wings. Fine. Now, the rest of the part we will consider in the next session. Today we will stop here. Anything which you would like to ask, or any of the comment you would like to make, or anything which you want to share? Yesterday, someone was very interestingly asking, "Sir, why you are not going for the cops?" So, yeah, it is. Okay, if no queries or questions, then I will stop here. Thank you, everyone. So, in the movie Uri, which post did Vicky Kaushal play in the movie? Which post? As far as I remember, he is captain. Fine.